Welcome to the Avenue special monthly broadcast. I'm Steve March Tormé. This is August Haven Live, the virtual edition. So this is our monthly show dedicated to taking a deeper dive into an independent artist and their music, and it's all made possible by August Haven. So normally we would gather at August Haven and do this in person, and we are definitely looking forward to the time that we can do that again. In the meantime, until we can be together again in person, we'll bring all the music and interviews to you through the radio, so keep it tuned right here. We'll be with you till 7 p.m. Today's guest artists are the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League out of Minneapolis. Here's a bit that was written by CBS Minnesota that serves as a pretty good introduction. 4 string players from all corners of Minnesota have converged to form a fun and fantastic string quartet. The Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League takes the best style of music from each decade after Prohibition and creates a unique musical style that appeals to a wide range of music lovers. The quartet consists of a violin, bass, and a couple of guitars. So I'm joined by Daniel Rosen, Alan Peterson, Jonathan Hallquist, and Matthew Blake, known as the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, Steve.
So please introduce yourselves. Let us know your role in the band.
Well, we've got Daniel Rosen, that's me, on guitar, Alan Peterson on guitar, Jonathan Hallquist on violin, and Matthew Blake on the bass.
All right, you guys have been together now since, I believe, 2014, coming from all corners of Minnesota. Tell us how you got started. How did you meet, and how did you decide to form the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League?
We decided to form the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League out of a road trip, actually. Jonathan, the violinist, and I headed out on a trip out west. We decided we were going to visit a bunch of parks, and then once we reached the coast, we were going to drive south and just busk in as many places as we could, any place there were people who might be interested in hearing some jazz music. And that's what we did. We played on the street, and it was a huge success. A lot of people were really into it, and we didn't really know what we were doing at the time, so we just kept at it, and here we are 7 years later, and we're still chugging along. We're actually going to be releasing a new album that was due to come out this summer, along with some touring. Obviously, plans changed a little bit, but the album is pretty much done, so we're excited to release that once everything is complete. In fact, I think we're excited to premiere some of the songs on the radio in Appleton.
And as advertised, your sound is definitely one part infectious enthusiasm, I would say 1 part vintage hot club jazz, 1 part modern songwriting, and definitely 1 part hot-picking swing. We're speaking with the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League. I'm SMT. Listeners can go to avenueradio.com and click on the contest tab for a chance to win a CD from the band. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in our next break. You are listening to August Haven Live, the virtual edition on 91.1 The Avenue. We're here until 7 p.m. with more interviews and music, including a performance set from the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League in our 5 o'clock hour. August Haven is a supporting partner of The Avenue. Let's take a listen to something from the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League right now.
Change of clothes, dressing gown and rubber soles, takes your pulse and asks you where it hurts. You pull up the window shade, point outside not too far away, to where a couple strangers scream and curse. Doctor shrugs and shakes his head. It's just the way that it's always been. Son, that's just how being human works. What you need are pills prescribed, 100,000 and a nicer ride, and all the while pretend it doesn't. All the while pretend it doesn't.
Welcome back to the Avenue's special monthly broadcast of August Haven Live, the virtual edition. I'm SMT. I'm joined by Daniel Rosen, Alan Peterson, Jonathan Hallquist, and Matthew Blake of the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League. So in the last break, we talked about how the band got started. I know that we discovered you when you played in Appleton last year. Your live show had great energy and enthusiasm. We've been wanting to connect with you ever since. So was that your first time in Appleton? Tell us about your visit.
Actually, not our first time in Appleton. We've played at Gibson Music Hall and the Courtyard. Our favorite is definitely McFleischmann's. The beer is excellent. They've got a great Doppelbock. The decor, the ambiance, the environment, everything's pretty great there. We're big fans of McFleischmann's and also just Appleton in general. I know we've spent some time in the arcade, spent some time walking around. It's a cool spot.
Well, we're eager for your return, as I'm sure you are eager to be playing live gigs again. So how have you been coping with this year?
Well, we've been coping with this year. Thankfully, we had a lot of time. The silver lining, I suppose, is that we had more time to invest in the album, more time in the studio, more time writing, more time, sort of in the shed, so to speak, practicing, working on things. And beyond that, I think it gave everyone an opportunity to sort of look at some of the aspects of their lives that sometimes can get sidelined, personal relationships with loved ones, self-care, just normal stuff that sometimes you don't spend as much time on as you should when you're on the road a lot. So it hasn't been so bad, actually. We miss playing gigs. Normally I think we'd be playing, I don't know, probably 75 gigs over the summer, and we've played 5 gigs, keeping it outdoors and spaced out and all that jazz. So yeah, we're coping with it. I mean, a lot of other people have it a lot harder than we do, and I think we're thankful for all the things we've gotten out of the experience, at least.
This is 91.1 The Avenue's August Haven live broadcast with the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League. Remember to go to avenueradio.com and click on the contest tab for a chance to win a CD from the band. We'll be back with more interviews and live music until 7 p.m. August Haven is a supporting partner of The Avenue. So can we get a song from you guys live right now? Tell us what we're about to hear.
All right, well, this is Pete's Bosa. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Steve March Torme. You are listening to 91.1 The Avenue's special broadcast, August Haven Live, the virtual edition. And we're back with the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League. So you've got 4 albums in your catalog, and we've seen a new video online for Nightingale in which you talk about a new album. So tell us more about that song and what we can expect on the new album.
Well, Nightingale came about from spending so much time on the road with the band. Wrote it about a loved one, my partner, Julia, and, just missing her and thinking about missing her and when I'd see her again. I guess on a lot of our previous albums, there's a lot of darkness, a lot of darker themes, a little cynicism, I guess. I don't think there's quite as much on this, but it's definitely pretty prominent. I'd say that's what you can expect in general. They're mostly not as sweet and loving as Nightingale. Still, I think that makes sense for the times we're living in. There's always light along with the darkness, and hopefully we're capturing some hope and beauty at the same time as we experience difficult times.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that. Do you know when it's going to be available? And how can our listeners find your music?
The album will be available, hopefully, this winter. To be 100% frank, we're not in a huge rush to release it. Most of our income comes from touring. And so if we can't tour, it's very difficult for us to make money on an album, which costs money. Other than that, though, you can find all of our old music pretty much anywhere. You can find it on our website. You can find it on Spotify, on Pandora, iTunes, Amazon, all that jazz. Although I would add as a reminder to everyone, it's always better to purchase your music directly from musicians. A lot of the companies that provide music streaming are not too great for the artists themselves.
Those are the voices of Daniel Rosen, Alan Peterson, Jonathan Hallquist, and Matthew Blake, a.k.a. the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League. I'm SMT. You are listening to 91.1 The Avenue. Stick around. There's more August Haven Live, the virtual edition, with Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League coming up, including a performance set at 5 p.m. Listeners can go to avenueradio.com and click on the contest tab for a chance to win a CD from the band. August Haven is a supporting partner of The Avenue. Let's take a listen to something from the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League right now. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Avenue's special monthly broadcast of August Haven Live, the virtual edition. If you're just joining us, you might know that this is the time of the month that we would normally be gathered at August Haven to enjoy some live music and August Haven's famous hospitality. And like all of you, we've had to make some adjustments to our normal routine. But we're still able to gather around the radio for a visit with some very talented musicians thanks to our friends at August Haven. Today we're joined by Daniel Rosen, Alan Peterson, Jonathan Hallquist, and Matthew Blake, known as the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League. Gentlemen, it's that time. Take it away.
I just packed my bags to hit the road tomorrow morning, and you won't change my mind. I'm tired of chasing shadows that you cast yourself, 'cause you're afraid of the dark, but you don't like the light. Well, it's time to blow this town, not to smithereens or splinters, but to save my own hide. 'Cause I know it's tough when life gets severed, so impossible news when you ain't got no alibi. Well, I'm sick and tired of being paralyzed. Well, I'm sick, and that's your genre syndrome analyzed. Turn the chains and shackles that you built yourself and bolt into the bed frame. But bless your heart, you fall so. It's time to skip this town, and not a small step, but a leap that'll leave you far behind. And I know it's tough when life gets savage, so impossible. You said you ain't got no alibi.
right, well, that's Left Paralyzed, and believe it or not, that song is not about the pandemic. It's not directly related, anyhow. Although I suppose in a lot of senses, there's a whole lot of different sickness that goes around. So everybody's sick of something once in a while. Anyway, this next tune is going to be the title track of our upcoming album. It's it's hard to say.
But do I love you? Hard to say. Do I need you? Not today. But just the same, I'm waiting here for you. In other words, loving you too. But do I love you? Hard to say. Do I need you? Not today. But just the same, I'm waiting here for you. In other words, loving you too. In other words, loving you too. In other words.
Alright, well, that's hard to say. It is. A lot of things about our band are hard to say, especially the name. At least that's what we hear, and sometimes that's what we experience after a few too many Doppelbachs. In any case, this next tune is perhaps a little more directly serious. It's called Blame It All on Puerto Rico.
Blame it all on Puerto Rico. 'Cause God looks down on these island towns, yeah, you know it's vile things that drip right off your tongue. Oh, blame it all on poorer people. If they need help, they can go to hell. Hell, you'll help them down. Blame it all on other people. And the strangest son speaks in tongues that you'll never learn. Blame it on those outside the steeple. The in-betweens and ripped up jeans. Dollars, quadri people. Did it to themselves, they did. And they let you come in and run shit. Turn your back and sing. God of dollars needs our suffering. God of dollars needs our suffering. God of dollars needs our suffering. This song is called Canary in the Coal Mine. Leading yourself, never paying no bills unless you bleed your suits in Beverly Hills. But once you head west, there ain't no way to get back home. I've been singing 'cause I don't know how to talk about a canary in the coal mine. I can't seem to quit, but we all die alone. That's the only way back home. I've been walking for 1,000 miles. Got my share of sweat by, but there ain't no tears 'cause I'm on my way back home. Even though it might scare you that you're gonna get back home. I hit the road at 17, headed down to Memphis in Tennessee. Well, I got to knocking boots with the first time that I seen. What did I do right? And where did I go wrong? I laced my boots, then I hit out to sea. I drummed and made a band, then I saved up some green. I lost in a June pool in an 8-ball scene. What did I do right? And where did I go wrong? I traveled the world learning secret keys, rhythm that sang a secret melody. But I never been happy, nowhere that I've been. What did I do right? And where did I go wrong? What did I do right? Where did I go wrong? What did I do right? Where did I go wrong? Oh, what did I do right? Where did I go wrong? Yeah. Wow. There you have it. That's Prolegomenon. That was the first track on an older album of ours, Masquerade. So you can always go check that out. We've been playing music together for a long time.
Probably the better part of 7 years or so.
Yeah, I think it's like 7 years. Anywho, yeah, that's on the album Masquerade. Next up, let's break it up with a little jazz standard, maybe. What do y'all think about that? Just one real quick one. We'll do "There Will Never Be Another You." A lot of great versions of this song. I'm at least particularly fond of the Chet Baker version. I think it's real cool. I don't know. Yeah, I like it. All right. There will be many other nights like this, and I'll be standing here with someone new. There will be other songs to sing, another fall, another spring, but there will never be another you. There will be other lips
That's a great song. Oh, it's pretty incredible how many of these old jazz tunes just stick around and retain a sense of even when it's sort of melancholy, a sense of joy over the years. It's pretty wild how that gets packed into a tune. Anyway, we're probably gonna finish up with a few more songs here, I suppose. Let's do I guess this will be our only French of this short set. It's Tu t'es moqué de moi, which is You Made Fun of Me. So yeah, let's do it. Sweet little song. Let's do one more, just for funsies. The song's about getting married, or not. It's called Wedding Ring, and it'll be an upcoming track on our new album, which, again, it's hard to say.
What she seems
I'm Steve March Tormé. We're back with the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League for our final hour of this August Haven Live, the virtual edition. So in the last hour, we heard your live set, and I'd say your music speaks for itself. But for those who may have missed it or are unfamiliar with you, how would you describe your sound? And how did you arrive at a sound that's been called, and I love this, drinking music for thinking people?
Yeah, it's great music for thinking and drinking. We usually describe our genre when people ask about that, which is pretty often, as prohibition swing. It sort of captures the swing jazz element of what we're doing, as well as the the loose, raucous, enthusiastic energy that we're trying to convey. And we certainly have a lot of that energy amongst ourselves. So
that's Daniel Rosen, Alan Peterson, Jonathan Hallquist, and Matthew Blake of the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League. I'm Steve March Tormé. You're listening to August Haven Live, the virtual edition on 91.1 The Avenue. Remember to go to avenueradio.com and click on the contest tab for a chance to win a CD from the band. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in the next break. August Haven is a supporting partner of The Avenue. Now here's a song for the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League.
Bury me when I die. Please don't bury my B-sides. You can cry when I'm gone, but please don't bury my B-sides. Please don't bury my B-sides. Please don't bury my B-sides. I don't think it's wrong to show the world it falls, but every truth you erase means that someone makes the same mistake. So bury me when I die, but please don't bury my B-sides. You can cry when I'm gone, but please don't bury my B-sides. Please don't bury my B-sides. Please don't bury my B-sides. Bury me when I die, but please don't bury my B-sides. You can cry when I'm gone, but please don't bury my B-sides. Please don't bury my B-sides. Please don't bury my B-sides. I don't think it's wrong to sing a sad song. Sadness leads to sunrise, and sunrise leads to another dawn. So bury me when I die. Please don't bury my B-sides. You can cry when I'm gone, and please don't bury my B-sides. 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 Please don't bury my B-sides.
You're listening to The Avenue's monthly broadcast of August Haven Live, the virtual edition. I'm speaking with the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League. All right, so you got the new album coming. What else lies ahead for you guys?
that's a great question, Steve. These are uncertain times, but at this point, we're pretty committed to music. One way or another, we will be playing music. We have the album release coming up whenever live music situation stabilizes a little bit. What else lies ahead for us? It's tough to say. I'd say at least a few more albums. Hopefully a whole bunch more touring around the country, visiting new places, rural and urban, experiencing new culture. The United States is so rich in so many different things. It's one of the greatest things about being a musician is traveling around and getting to experience all the different people and cultures.
How have you been staying in touch with your audiences in 2020? How has that been?
We kept in touch with audiences digitally, mainly. We performed once a week on a live stream. And other than that, gigs have been slight. We've made some new fans at some outside performances at vineyards and orchards and bars with patios, that sort of thing. It's been unusual. I think for us especially, the shift has been difficult. So much of what we do is dependent on the energy of a live crowd. And some artists really take to the digital format, performing, streaming, recording, doing everything digitally. But I think it's tough for us. I know for me, myself, I'm so reliant on the energy of a crowd. It's really a life-giving feeling. And it can be tough to sort of capture that through a screen.
You're listening to 91.1 The Avenue's August Haven Live broadcast, the virtual edition with special guests Daniel Rosen, Alan Peterson, Jonathan Hallquist, and Matthew Blake of the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League. I'm SMT. Stick around. We got more August Haven Live coming up. And remember to go to avenueradio.com and click on the contest tab for a chance to win a CD from the band. August Haven is a supporting partner of The Avenue. Let's take a listen to something from the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League right now.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I just packed my bags to hit the road tomorrow morning, and you won't change my mind. I'm done with chasing shadows that you cast yourself, 'cause you're afraid of the dark, but you don't like the light. It's time to blow this town, not the smithereens of spinners, but to save my own hide. I know it's tough when life gets serotonin parsimonious and you ain't got no alibi. Your Jonas in no matter lies. Chains and shackles that you built yourself and bolted to the bed frame, but bless your heart, you poor, poor soul. Well, I'm skipping time tomorrow, not a small step, believe that I'll leave you far behind. I know it's tough when life gets serotonin parsimonious and you ain't got no alibi. I'm sick. Well, I'm sick and tired of being paralyzed. Well, I'm sick. And that's your Jonas syndrome out of life.
You are listening to 91.1 The Avenue. I am Steve March Torme. This has been our special broadcast, August Haven Live, the virtual edition. And we're back one last time with the Gentlemen's Anti-Temperance League. Gentlemen, thank you so much for spending time with us today. We definitely appreciate the opportunity to spend some extra time with you, especially during these times when fans are missing live music at their favorite venues. We want to thank everyone for tuning in, and thank you to our sponsor, August Haven. August Haven has created this unique event, which will continue in person as usual once it's safe to do so again. Thanks to everyone at August Haven for their support of both the Avenue and the musicians that we feature in these broadcasts. During these times, it means more than ever. August Haven is a supporting partner of the Avenue. So why don't you give us one last song? Tell us what you're going to play.
All right, for our last song, we're going to play a tune called Diminishing. It will be on the new album, Hard to Say.
Call ourselves mean anything, anything.